Questions, questions. You know where I'll be.
Your worship. Let's see what we have.
All right.
Thank you for coming. Maybe you can solve this mess. Our missing patrols are being held hostage by Avar, barbarians from the mountains.
What are they doing in a bog?
That's the thing. Their leader, he wants them to fight you, because you're the Herald of Andraste.
What do they have against Andraste?
Well, the Avar think there are gods in nature, as in the sky has a god and the forest. The Avar say you're claiming to be sent by one, and they'll challenge the will of your god with their own. I think their leader's just a boastful little prick who wants to brag he killed you.
Should I autograph something for him before he tries to behead me?
They think readings for the weak. You know, scholars, lowlanders, or legion peasants. Getting to our troops won't be easy. You'll have to fight your way through undead. But you're probably really good at fighting undead after Crestwood, right?
Does no one in Ferelden get to burn their dead?
A plague took this place. I wouldn't drink the water. The Avar are holed up in the castle on the other side of the Fallow Mire. Maker willing, the Inquisition's people are still alive.
Dispatch for you. What is it? This may be worthwhile. Can't be all of them. There must be more further in. Is that a beacon of some sort?
Allow me to take a look.
Look out!
Find any more beacons, we could lure the undead onto solid ground. Might be a faster fight.
Keep an eye out for more then.
Perhaps if I made an attempt.
This would work for a camp.
Inquisitor. No sign of the Avar who want to challenge me. Or the Inquisition soldiers.
They better be fine. And the ones who took them, they won't be.
Look, signs of a plague.
It must have been a terrible illness. No one's come to reclaim the land. No one living at any rate.
quite a smell.
Ugh, they're all slimy.
We'll need to look around.
Perhaps if I made an attempt.
Don't waste time on them. Head for the castle.
They're endless. We should head to the castle.
Let's see what we have.
Herr Oswin, odd that the trail should lead us here. Ban Loren is a pious, unassuming man. What has he become involved in?
He's involved in crazy, just like everyone else these days.
Truer words have never been spoken. Let's see what lies within. Promises. I should have known. The Order of Fiery Promise is a cult with strange beliefs about the Seekers. They've hounded us for centuries.
What kind of strange beliefs?
They believe they are Seekers, the only rightful ones. They say we robbed their powers long ago, preventing them from ending the world.
Ending the world?
The only way to truly eradicate evil in their eyes The world will be reborn a paradise. It's all nonsense.
Why haven't the Seekers dealt with them?
We have, many times. They simply reappear after a time like weeds. Nobody knows how.
Cultists. Why am I not surprised?
This explains why the Seekers might be here, but not the connection to Corypheus. Did they torture him to death? The Promisers will pay for this. As the Seekers of Truth have proven resistant to the effects of red lyrium, the Elder One has seen fit to place them in your care. Reclaim your destiny, and know that the Elder One expects your devotion as repayment. Signed by Lord Samson, Commander of the Red Templars. Does Corypheus not realize the Promisers want the world to end? What use are they to him?
Corypheus will probably betray them before they get their chance.
But after he gets what he needs out of them. But this doesn't explain how he captured the Seekers in the first place, or what's been done with them. We must keep looking.
The letter said Seekers were resistant to red lyrium.
Our abilities grant us many gifts, but a resistance to red lyrium's corruption? That seems strange. Although it would explain why none have numbered among the Red Templars. And thus Seekers would be useless to Corypheus. He would have no leash to hold us.
Do you really want to keep looking? What we find might not be pleasant.
I do not shy away from unpleasant things. I must know. Daniel! Daniel! Can you hear me?
Cassandra. It is you. You're alive.
As are you. I'm so glad I found you.
No, they put a demon inside me. It's tearing me up.
What? You can't be possessed. That's impossible.
I'm not possessed. They fed me things. I can feel it growing.
Can we do anything?
I don't know. This thing inside him.
The Lord Seeker. You have to find him.
Of course we'll find him. If he lives, we'll...
Lucius betrayed us, Cassandra. He sent us here, one by one. An important mission, he said. Lies. He was here with them all along. He's still working with them.
But we met Lord Seeker Lucius in Val Royeaux. He couldn't have been here.
That wasn't him. It was a demon, masquerading.
What? How could that be?
The Lord Seeker allowed it. He let the demon take command while he...
Came here.
If we find the Lord Seeker, he's dead.
Wait. Don't leave me like this, please.
You should have come with me. You didn't believe in the war any more than I did.
You know me. I wanted that promotion.
Go to the Maker's side, Daniel. You will be welcome. He was my apprentice. I have never known a finer young man. Now we find Lord Seeker Lucius.
a challenge.
Lord Seeker Lucius.
Cassandra, with a woman I can only assume is the new Inquisitor.
And you're the man who betrayed his own order.
I presume you know we Seekers of Truth were once the original Inquisition. Oh yes. We fought to restore order in a time of madness long ago, as you do now. And we became proud. We sought to remake the world, to make it better. But what did we create? The Chantry, the Circles of Magi. A war that will see no end.
We are not the original Inquisition.
Of course you say that now.
So you did all this because you hate our order?
We Seekers are abominations, Cassandra. We created a decaying world and fought to preserve it even as it crumbled. You don't believe me? See for yourself. The secrets of our order passed to me after the former Lord Seeker was slain. The war with the mages had already begun, but it was not too late for me to do the right thing.
And this was the right thing.
Lord Seeker, what you've done.
I know. What Corypheus did with the Templars does not matter. I have seen the future. Join us, Cassandra.
Look.
Cassandra. With a woman I can... But what did we create?
You look.
There... The war with the mages had all...
He's complete.
Lord.
I...
He was insane. He had to be. The influence of Corypheus, perhaps? Was he trying to disable the Seekers?
All these wasted lives.
He could not have destroyed all of us. I won't accept it. Let us return to Skyhold. I wish to see what's in... This tome has passed from Lord Seeker to Lord Seeker since the time of the Old Inquisition. And now it falls to me.
Are you all right? You look drained.
On the contrary, it's a delight. I'm riveted.
Oh, you're joking.
Do you know what the Rite of Tranquility is? The last resort used on mages in the Circle, leaving them unable to cast, but depriving them of dreams and all emotion. It should only be used on those who cannot control their abilities, but that has not always been the case.
Deprived of all emotion? That sounds...
I always thought it a necessary evil. What finally began the Mage Rebellion was the discovery the Rite of Tranquility could be reversed. The Lord Seeker at the time covered it up, harshly. There were deaths. It was dangerous knowledge, the shock of its discovery in addition to what happened in Kirkwall. But it appears we've always known how to reverse the Rite, from the beginning.
So the rebellion could have been prevented?
Perhaps. But it was a long time coming, for many reasons. We created the Rite of Tranquility. To become a Seeker, I spent months in a vigil, emptying myself of all emotion. I was made tranquil, and didn't even know. Then the vigil summoned the spirit of faith to touch my mind. That broke tranquility, and gave me my abilities. The Seekers did not share that secret. Not with me, not with the Chantry, not even with... There's more. Lucius was not wrong about the Order. I thought to rebuild the Seekers once victory was ours. Now I'm not certain it deserves to be rebuilt.
I don't think I've ever seen you so shaken.
I do not think the Seekers have been doing the Maker's work. Not truly. Perhaps we believed it once. The original Inquisition came to be during a terrible time. But now, we harbored secrets and let them fester. That is not the Maker's work.
You said there was more in the book.
At some point, power becomes its own master. We cast aside ideals in favor of expedience, and tell ourselves it was all necessary for the people. Will that happen to us, Inquisitor? Will we repeat history?
I can't foresee the future, Cassandra.
But we know the past. Those who do not heed history are doomed to repeat it.
If you did rebuild the Seekers, how would you do it?
I can't be the only one remaining. We will always spread to the winds, and some may still be out there. I would find them one by one. Then together we would establish a new charter. The Maker's work in truth.
Rebuild the Seekers. Make them better than they were.
Thank you. I could not have done this on my own.
From havens far come we, the able true, to Skyhold.
Inquisitor. That's got a good ring to it. We're happy to be here, your worship. You need anything, let me know.
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The chief. First time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for a Canary, but he's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
How's Iron?
If you know what you're doing and hold up your... It keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were... The charges might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
How did a Tevinter soldier wind up in a...
I wasn't a soldier at the time. A Tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them. Gave up his eye doing it. Patched me up and asked if I was looking... I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
That's how he lost the eye?
Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when one of them saw trouble coming and the guard had a flare. Bull put himself... Big horned idiot. Didn't even know me.
Is it strange to work for a Kunari?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Qun, if that's what you're asking. The Bull's charges don't care who you light a candle for, so long as... If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasroth, I'd have thought he'd left that life behind.
I didn't expect...
Not the whole band, but those who've been around long enough to trust. He figures most of us would find out sooner or later. It's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home.
We'll talk later.
I'm telling you.
Oh, Inquisitor, I joined. Sutherland, your worship. I saw some bandits, so I came to warn people. I'll let...
We all did.
Hey you, I have an Inquisitor favor to ask. Just a little thing, really. A little march around for some of your people. It's nothing for you, right?
All right, let's hear what you've got.
Jump right in, huh? I like that. It's a Red Jenny thing. I got a tip that they're getting little people beat up.
Just walk through.
Just walk through. Easy, right?
Was this a tip from...
Not a Jenny, just normal angry people. I don't usually hear about things this far away. Bigger than normal, I guess, because we both... Never mind.
Who's asking?
I'm asking, because I heard people complaining. It's like a polite war. Stuff like this is always happening. Good sovereigns to be made if you're one of the few who noticed.
All right, sir.
It's fun, right? Not everything has to... Something you want?
What What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Again with your people. Right, which ones?
What about Solus?
I've seen how you look at him. You're in it. Bet he calls out elven glory when he does it. Good, right? Fine day for you.
Scout Harding.
Your worship.
What's been going on?
Seeker Cassandra came through here. That's just her face, though, isn't it?
Shouldn't you be out?
In a bit. We're in... Not me, though. Indispensable.
So, who's Scout Harding really?
Me? Oh, I'm no one. Live near... When the Inquisition came through my village, I helped. Then I signed on. Wanted to see the world before it was swallowed up by... that thing.
What's been...
Ambassador Montillier sent me a basket of flour. She's so lovely.
What's been...
Varric came by to talk. He told me a story about copper marigolds.
What's been going on?
Madame de Fer said hello to me. Or maybe she was waving at someone else and I just thought she was. Yeah, that's probably what happened.
What's been going...
That strange boy came in with an armful of chickens. You're looking after him, right?
What's been going on?
Dorian's awfully pretty, isn't he?
What's been going...
They've done a lot with this place. I'm impressed.
What's been...
Just relaxing. Taking a breath. You need...
What's been going...
Not much. Usual. Nice of you to ask.
I have to go. Cassandra's calmed down.
Define calm down for me in terms of... I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
I bet Cassandra...
I appreciate that you're trying to keep the peace. I keep hoping maybe it's all some bullshit. I know I need to... Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
You said he was a dog.
I'm not sure. He's definitely a darkspawn, but when we... He thinks he's a magister. A priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry tale.
If you and Hawke defeated him once, we can do it again.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe...
How did you and Hawke even wind up in a Grey Warden prison?
Corypheus sent people after Hawke. He actually got control of an entire Carta clan. We tracked the Carta to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. They needed Hawke's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
Nothing is unkillable.
I'm not so sure about that. Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
You had nothing to do with this.
I was the one who led Hawke to Corypheus. But you've got more important things to do than...
Honored, Inquisitor. Gotzi Sturhald. Did my part on the walls. Don't know its worth to the fight, exactly, but it's good workmanship.
Where did you learn your skills?
Orzum. And before you... Couldn't stand looking at it.
Any ideas about the...
To Vinter. Early. It's in the tool... Oh, I suppose...
The hunt...
Damnedest things. Massive spires that...
Do you have insight?
Tell you what. Who better, right? A good dwarven.
Another time.
Best of...
my heart.
We'll talk later.
Dareth Shira.
Did you need something?
Did you leave anyone behind in Kirkwall?
No. I fear I made few friends there, and my family's in Ferelden.
No one special caught your interest?
Not in Kirkwall.
You and the Red Templar's leader seem to have personal history.
When I arrived in Kirkwall, Samson and I shared quarters. He seemed a decent man at first. Knight Commander Meredith later expelled Samson for erratic behavior. He ended up begging on Kirkwall streets. Now Samson serves Corypheus as his loyal general.
That's all for now.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend. Inquisitor?
I thought we could talk. Alone.
Perhaps I'm mistaken, but I've heard that you're involved with someone. Rumors spread quickly here. I wouldn't want anyone to get the wrong idea.
That's all for now.
Another time, then.